You ever lie awake at night not because of what they did, but because of how you feel around them? Like you're constantly walking on eggshells, but you can't explain why. You replay conversations in your head, twisting your own words, wondering if maybe it really was your fault. You're exhausted, but you still miss them. And that's not love, that's trauma confusion. See, the brain doesn't always crave safety, it craves what's familiar. So if you grew up around emotional unpredictability, yelling, silence, or conditional affection, your nervous system was trained to confuse chaos with connection. That's why even pain feels like home, and that's the trap. They make you doubt your memory, question your worth, apologize for bleeding after they handed you the knife. And yet, some part of you still fights to stay. Why? Because toxic love doesn't just break you, it rewires you. And if you've been feeling stuck, frozen, or guilty for even wondering if this relationship is wrong, you're not broken. You've just been trained to betray yourself. But once you see the signs, you can never unsee them. Ready for the first one? Sign one, you're always the one saying sorry even when you're the one hurting. Toxic love has a cycle. It starts with affection, compliments, connection, maybe even obsession. They make you feel like you're the only person in the world, but soon something shifts. They get distant, cold, passive aggressive. Suddenly you're too sensitive, you overreact. You feel needy for simply asking them to care. And here's the sinister part, every time they hurt you, you end up apologizing because somehow they flip the script so well, you start believing you're the problem. It's not gaslighting in the movies, it's subtle, slow, almost invisible. But here's the truth, healthy relationships don't require emotional gymnastics. You shouldn't have to beg someone to treat you like a human being. You shouldn't feel guilty for having needs. You shouldn't have to shrink yourself to keep the peace. That's not love. That's control wrapped in affection. And the longer you're in it, the more you normalize it. You become addicted to crumbs of kindness because your self worth has been slowly eroded. But this is just the first sign. Because what comes next? It's not just emotional, it's chemical. Sign number two, you feel high when it's good and completely destroyed when it's not. This isn't just emotional, it's neurological. See, toxic relationships operate like addiction loops and your brain becomes the hostage. The cycle of affection followed by neglect, then a sudden surge of attention again, triggers dopamine spikes, the same reward chemical activated in gambling or drug use. That moment they text after ignoring you feels like a hit, and when they pull away again, withdrawal, you start obsessing not out of love, but survival because your nervous system thinks your safety depends on keeping them happy. And here's where it gets dangerous. You lose yourself trying to decode them, their moods, their silence, their shifting standards. You stop asking, am I happy? And start asking, did I upset them? You shape shift just to avoid another emotional explosion, and over time, you don't even recognize yourself. But the truth is, this isn't just about them. It's about the parts of you, the wounded parts that still believe love must be earned through suffering. This isn't your fault, but it is your turning point. Because once you see the game, you can stop playing it. But what about when they say you're just overthinking everything? Sign number three, they call your intuition overthinking. Let's get this straight. You're not too emotional. You're not dramatic. You're not broken for feeling uneasy when something feels off. You're intuitive, aware. You sense energy shifts. You feel emotional weather. But in a toxic relationship, those instincts get weaponized against you. They roll their eyes, mock your feelings, say you're always in your head until you start doubting the one compass that's never lied to you, your gut. And this is where the internal revolution begins, realizing that gaslighting doesn't just distort facts, it distorts you, your perception, your reality, your ability to trust your own voice. You begin to ask, what if they're right? And that single thought becomes a leash around your truth. But hear this, your overthinking is often under trusting of yourself, and your healing begins not with fixing the relationship, but repairing your relationship with your own inner knowing. The revolution isn't loud, it's quiet. It happens the moment you whisper to yourself, I don't need permission to believe what I feel, because your mind was never broken, it was just silenced. But what if they always have an excuse for everything and you are the one left fixing it? Sign number four, you're always repairing the relationship, but they never even bring glue. Toxic love feels like building a house in a hurricane. You patch things up, clean the mess, try to make it like it used to be, but they never even pick up a broom. You initiate every hard conversation. You Google the solutions, you read the books, send the podcasts, apologize for your tone. Meanwhile, they sit in silence or worse, say you're the one ruining everything, and here's